Hello traders. In this video, I'm going to explain to you a little bit more about the SuperDOM or the price action ladder that you're seeing here on your screen. Most traders have seen this before, but they may not know exactly what the columns do, what the numbers mean. I'm going to help explain this to you. Before we begin, remember that trading is risky. Please don't trade with funds you cannot afford to lose. So what you're looking at is typically called a price ladder. There's a lot of charting platforms that have this. I'm using the NinjaTrader version of the price ladder. They call it the SuperDOM, the static dome. It really means the same thing. This is where the orders are executed to be either a long trade, a short trade, a stop, a profit. The orders that are taken into account, like a stop order, a limit order, even a stop with a limit. So I'm going to try to cover all of these in this video. Recently we had a student ask about how the SuperDOM works and what the columns means. I thought this may be a good opportunity to share a video with you. So what you're looking at here are three columns. The column in the center here is the price. It doesn't matter whether you're using the gold or the E-mini or the NASDAQ or the Dow or any market whatsoever. It works in the same way. The middle column, the price column, is the actual prices, and depending on the market, the minimum amount that the market can move up or down is typically called a tick or a pip, depending if it's a currency or a stock. So the value doesn't really matter. It's the smallest increment. In this case, we're looking at the micro E-mini or the E-mini S&P, and the smallest increment is a quarter of a point. So other markets may be different, maybe a tenth of a point or a different variation. But in this case, just remember that the middle column is the price column, and when I hover over it, the column and the price stops the trades or stops posting what you're seeing. So when I move it off screen, it continues. So this is the NinjaTrader version of the SuperDOM, the price action ladder. So the middle column is the price column, and the parentheses here that you're seeing here right in the beginning of the price, that happens to be actually traded contracts that changed hands, whether it be a buy or a sell or a stop or a profit. It doesn't really matter. It's an exchange. So when you see this number in parentheses, all you have to think about is saying, okay, three contracts were traded at that price in this moment. And then if it moves up or down, there may be another value. You see here, now it's two contracts traded at this specific price. So just know that those numbers, the parentheses, is really telling you actual traded contracts that changed hands. Now on the right-hand column here, the sell column, you're going to see also numbers. Now these are numbers of contracts that are trying to get filled. So they're not contracts that are actually changing hands. They are limit orders or market orders or people trying to get filled at that price. And they're constantly, even if you think about how robots work, they're constantly taking trades on and removing them. Now your price ladder may have more levels. You may have 3 or 4 more numbers, either up on this side and down on this side, but it's really the same thing. It's the number of contracts that are waiting to be filled at this price. And once it goes through that price, it means that the contracts at that value were filled, and it moves on to the next price. And the same thing here in the number of contracts that got filled. The numbers on either side of that are trying to get filled. They're numbers that are waiting or pending orders. Now, the other thing you should think about when you look at the SuperDOM is whenever you place a trade, if it's a buy order, you're buying the market. Whether you're buying it on a limit or you're buying it on a stop or you're buying it at market, you always want to place your trade at the exact price or lower. You're buying on a limit, below. You're buying at market at this price or lower. The same thing with the sell. The sell order here is you're placing a trade above to be a seller. Okay, above the market.
Order
so remember,
canceled.
when you're placing a limit order on a sell column, on the sell side, it's always above the market. When you're buying below the market on a limit, it's always below the market. So that's very important to understand, because if you try to place, for example, a buy order up here, right up here, it'll say if you left click and say I want to get in at this price, it's going to say immediately there's a better price. 69.63 is a better price, as you can see in the center, so it's going to fill you at the better price. So that would be an instant fill. So whenever you want to place an order on a limit below
order submitted
or above,
order submitted,
these are limit orders to sell, limit order to buy. It's very important to understand. A lot of people have a mistake on that. The next thing you want to look at here is
order
when
canceled.
you use the market order here to be a buyer or a seller, right? You can buy at market or sell at market. Whenever you do that, you have to think that there's going to be slippage in the market. So when you click buy at market or sell at market, even though you may see the exact price, 69.63 quarter or 69.63, there always may be in a situation where you get a tick or two of slippage depending on the market that you're trading. Now the E-mini, the micro E-mini, the NASDAQ, they have a lot of liquidity, so the slippage is very minimal, maybe a tick or two. If the market's moving in a very fast, volatile environment, there may be more slippage. And slippage may actually go in your favor under those conditions as well. So it doesn't always go against you, but you have to expect that there's going to be slippage. And slippage basically means that as you're trying to get filled, that price that you're trying to get isn't available. It'll get you the next best price. So you're off by a tick, another smallest increment of a tick. So remember market orders. I would avoid using the reverse button. The reverse button is basically a panic situation where you are in a trade and instead of getting stopped out, you're going to reverse, and that causes the market to stop you out of the current trade or get you out of the current trade and then initiate a new trade in the opposite direction. I would avoid using the reversal because you have slippage involved with that. This is a market order on getting out and a market order on getting in. So the reverse will do that to you. Some traders use that. Just to let you know the consequences of using that. There's a slippage involved with that. It's more of a panic. So the next thing here is the instrument. The instrument, depending on the markets that you're trading, remember that the chart that you're looking at, market that you're trading, should be the same. So if I change this here, what you're looking at here is not the same as the chart. The chart is an E-mini or micro E-mini, and you've just changed the instrument. So be very careful that you make sure that the instrument that you're trading on the SuperDOM, on the price ladder, is exactly the same as the chart that you're currently looking at. So that way the price of the chart and the price that you're trading is the same market, the same contract. That's very important. I've made some mistakes in the past where I didn't realize that this was a different instrument, and I'm looking at the chart, I place an order, and it's the wrong market. It could be the E-mini instead of the micro, or it could be the NASDAQ instead of the E-mini. Number of contracts, just be careful. You really want to start off with one contract. This is your accounts. You can have a SIM account. You can have multiple SIM accounts. You can have your live accounts linked. You can have your funded accounts linked. So be careful and choose the correct account when you're trading. Now the ATM strategy is something that I like to use with NinjaTrader because it allows me to have the target and the stop automatically placed for me. I like to use it in a very simple form. I'm going to create a custom situation where I say for every trade that I take, have a stop of 10 ticks and a profit of 10 ticks, just to keep it very simple. I click OK. And now when I place a trade, whether it be a long trade, a short trade, whether it be a market order, a stop order, when I place a trade, so I'm going to buy the market here just as an example.
Order filled.
You see that it placed the target and it placed the stop automatically for me instantaneously. I like this feature on NinjaTrader because what it does is then allows me, if I want to adjust it, I can adjust it like so. Okay, so I'm showing you this as an example of once you enter into the market, this is typically called semi-automated. It's fine for prop trading, funded trading type of applications where the orders are automatically for the stop and the profit placed for you, and then you can adjust them manually. Now, I like to click the close button to cancel out all trades. That's a good way to make sure that you don't have any pending orders on your chart. Click the close button here. You can also save. For example, I have a few custom already ATM strategy configurations, one for 8 ticks, the 40 ticks. is more for a NASDAQ because the market moves much faster. And then here's one for 15 ticks. So you choose the one you want. You can save it. For example, save as template, and you can give it a name, save it. That way, the next time that you bring up this ATM strategy, you say, well, I'm trading the E-mini or the micro E-mini. I'm looking to do 8 ticks. Now you have the ATM strategy that says for and how you configured it with the target and the stop for 8 ticks like I did. And you can then
Order filled.
do that. You see it placed it the way I configured it. And then I can adjust it. I can move it. And I can close the position
Order filled.
as well. So this is very important to understand on how this price ladder works. The chart trader is another application. Not every charting platform has a chart trader, but it goes hand in hand exactly how the SuperDOM works or the price ladder works, because the chart trader mimics this exactly in the same way, except you're looking at the orders on the chart itself. I like to use them both. I like to have the price ladder as well as the chart trader up and running at the same time so I can visually see the price ladder and the signals on the chart. If you have any questions, visit DayTradeToWin.com, sign up for a free member account, and I'll see everyone in class. Want to learn more? Visit DayTradeToWin.com and get started with a free member account, which includes access to our trials, including the ABC software. Start learning the right way by using price action and avoid using conventional indicators. We offer unique strategies and proprietary software, including the Sonic system. Join Accelerated Mentorship and get instant access to all our software. Join our family of traders and let's get you set up in the next training.